Ukasikona muneti neighbor. Malaria si sankai wa neighbor. So protect your family, my neighbor. Mukambera koka mpepo, mukambera koka mutu. Posa tayanta wiwantu pitani kuchipatala. Azima ya pakati, naba anda five. Nazi bambo zonze, tunani mu mosquito neti. Musaro pepper spray, musaro pepper neti. Izindi enjila, sochingiliza ututu. Neba, ukasikona muneti neba. Malaria si sankai wa neba. So protect your family, my neighbor. It ends with me. It ends with Malaria me. Will end with Malaria you. Ends with me. It ends with you. It ends with me.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health with support from the Churches Health Association of Zambia, CHAZ.
Ozeron Funeral Services, under the supervision of Mr. Ronald Chimpaga, the Director of Operations, offers the following services: body care, caskets, stones, and long-distance transport. We also provide tents, chairs, and lowering machines. Find us in Lusaka at UTH and Charleston. Contact us on the number 0976 16 1213. That is 0976 16 1213. Us via our 24/7 hotline on 75 44 2107. We also have branches in Monze, Luansha, Chongwe, and Livingstone. Ozeron Funeral Services. Come for affordable and quality services.
Time is precious. Don't waste it spending many hours on the road. Utilize the time you have to enjoy the things that matter. Visit places, visit people, visit Kasama through your gateway to possibilities. That's right. It's been upgraded and is now open and ready to welcome you with arms. Contact the airline of your choice to book your next trip into the region. Zambia Airports Corporation Limited. Keep flying.
Wow, that over there is a very nice Ford. Have you seen it?
Of course. I have been looking at it since we got here. My worry is how people manage such vehicles and where they buy genuine parts from.
I'm sure there's nowhere else apart from Shuma Auto Parts. They are the only supplier of genuine Ford and Mazda, which comes straight from the manufacturer. They have everything in stock for both latest and ordinary Mazda and Ford. They also stock service parts such as diesel filters, air con filters, diesel pumps, steering pumps, turbochargers, engine overhaul gaskets, suspension parts, and body parts. If they don't have parts you're looking for, they can order within 5 to 10 minutes. To top it up, Shuma Auto Parts also supply Maxxis tires and CST tires.
Really? But where are they found?
They are found on Chandram Sonda Road, Cruiser Auto Workshop in Lusaka. Call on 0979 192057 and 0960 747235. Email shumaautoparts@gmail.com. Shuma Auto Parts for all your genuine vehicle parts.
The Happy World of 5FM, your adult contemporary radio station in Zambia, connecting you to the newsmakers and events that make news in the global village.
Good evening. This is the 5FM main news. The headlines. RTSA scheduled to commence a speed camera enforcement on 11th December 2023. Former president concerned with the victimization of PF members. Tanzania signs major carbon credit deal covering national parks. This news bulletin is also streaming live on the 5FM Facebook page and YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. With the details, Hebet Mutavi. The Road Transport and Safety Agency is scheduled to commence speed camera enforcement on 11th December 2023. The agency has since informed all motorists and the general public that the automated speed enforcement, which will utilize both fixed and mobile speed cameras, will commence in the next 10 days following the successful completion of the piloting period. Agency acting head of public relations, Mukela Mangolwa, says motorists must adhere to the stipulated speed limits and comply with speed limits on all public roads. He says as part of the agency's smart enforcement, the speed tickets issued by the agency will be delivered through short messaging services, SMS, to registered owners of respective motor vehicles. He has further appealed to all motorists to cooperate and partner with the agency in promoting road safety and adherence to speed limits, as this is essential for the safety of all road users, especially with the forthcoming festive season. Former President Edgar Lungu says the assault on the country's democracy is becoming much more vivid when the victim, the Patriotic Front Party, is being treated as a villain, and the state's sponsored sect is being accorded the protection only due to the victim. Addressing the media this afternoon, the former president says it is unfortunate for those in power, adding that it is not possible to subvert the collective wisdom and will of the people in an attempt to choke the democracy. Mr. Lungu has since called on all opposition party leaders to join hands with the opposition PF in defense of Zambia's hard-earned democracy. Former President Lungu is confident that working together, they shall conquer and overcome in defense of the Constitution and democracy.
And I'm confident that working together, we shall conquer and overcome the defense of the Constitution and democracy. Victory is certain. We shall definitely defend who are scheming against our democracy, because power rests with the people. And the people will fight, and the people will win. The people will defend their democracy. I said it in October on the 28th. I'm saying it again today. This is not about one Edgar Chagwa Lungu. I'm doing this in defense of democracy. And our democracy is multi-party democracy.
Health Minister Sylvia Masebo says adolescent girls and young women remain vulnerable to HIV, and that 80% of the new infections account for this subpopulation. Currently, there are over 1.2 million people on life-saving antiretroviral drugs. Speaking during the commemoration of the World AIDS Day under the theme, Let Communities Lead, Ms. Masebo says as communities lead, it is important to remember that there are certain subpopulations who are at high risk of getting HIV. She says the subpopulations live in communities, hence the need to eliminate these high new HIV infections in these key populations. She has further called for the removal of stigma, discrimination to these marginalized communities.
Continue being led from the highest political office in the land all the way to the ward level. As communities lead, they should not forget the various positive strides we have made in response to HIV and AIDS. For instance, there are over now 1.2 million people on life-saving antiretroviral drugs. The number of children infected through mother-to-child transmission has dropped from around 35% in the year 2000 to less than 3% currently. fewer people die of AIDS-related causes each year.
Meanwhile, Ms. Masebo has called on the community-based organizations, civil society organizations, and other community-led HIV initiatives at the local level to come up with innovative community action plans and projects for them to access government funding. She says that the increase in CDF from the current 28.7 million kwacha to 30.6 million kwacha with effect from January next year will enhance community economic activities and raise the quality of life among community members. She says other benefits associated to increase these include increased coverage and equitable access to healthcare services, taking services and social support to where they are most needed, and being a catalyst for sustainable growth and resilience. She has further encouraged the local authorities through their HIV and AIDS coordination advisors to reposition themselves to tap into the CDF resource.
Only through this will we be able to effectively support community leadership. Let us provide and feed the community with the information needed to equip them to lead. This includes them knowing where new HIV infections are, which populations are mostly affected, and what barriers are fueling new infections. For this reason, I'm glad that in 2 weeks, I will join the community and other key stakeholders in realizing the final results of the Zambia population-based HIV impact assessment results.
The Lusaka Regional Immigration Office has apprehended 30 persons in a routine cleanup operation conducted on 29th November 2023 in various parts of Lusaka. The operation covered Matero, Garden, Chelston, Makeni, and Chaisa. Those apprehended were 20 Burundians, 7 Congolese, 2 Rwandese, and 1 Tanzanian, and they all failed to produce documentation to prove their legal immigration status at the time of the operation and are detained at Chelston Police Station pending screening. Confirming the development, Immigration Public Relations Officer Namati Shinka says the Lusaka operation brings the number of persons apprehended for various immigration offenses countrywide between 28th and 30th November 2023 to 86. Meanwhile, Mr. Nshinka says on 29th November 2023, the Kafue Immigration Office secured convictions and 2 others for unlawful stay. He says Ishinesu Chipato and Tobias Gwehure were apprehended at the Kafue security checkpoint 24th and 27th November 2023, respectively.
On 29th November 2023, the Mpika Immigration Office secured the conviction of a 42-year-old Congolese refugee, Michael Songolo, of Maheba for being outside the refugee camp without authority. He was among the 22 persons detained during a joint cleanup operation conducted on 4th November 2023 at Mpika's Kanyelele gold mine. He was nabbed after the officers discovered that his mobility pass was only to visit Lusaka, Solwezi, and Ndola. On 29th November 2023, the Mpika Magistrate Court convicted him to pay a fine of 10,000 kwacha, or in default 9 months simple imprisonment.
In other news trending this evening, the Chirundu Town Council has purchased and installed a block making machine at 305,099 kwacha Waningwe, financed by the Local Government Equalization Fund, LGEF, to meet the growing demand for building materials and enhance its revenue capacity. Government has unveiled the International Resources Holding Limited IRH, an affiliate of the Abu Dhabi Conglomerate International Holding Company, as a strategic equity partner for Mopani Copper Mines. Up next, business news.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
Finance and National Planning Minister Tumbeko Musokotwani says that the country must build on the socio-economic gains it has so far recorded for improved livelihoods and a better Zambia amid the persistent development issues that need to be addressed. Speaking during the 2023 Fourth National Development Coordinating Committee meeting today, Dr. Musokotwani says that poverty and inequality remain high as revealed in the latest Living Conditions Monitoring Survey. Mr. further notes that the country is still vulnerable to external shocks as seen from the effects of changes in prices of key commodities on the global market. Issues, he says, should take center stage during the NDCC meetings. Dr. Musokotwani underscored the need for the country to rally together to address these and other challenges and make more progress in all spheres of development. He says commitment must be demonstrated by actions and the results that are recorded. Meanwhile, Secretary to the Cabinet, Patrick Kangwa, says the NDCC provides a platform for deliberations on policy implementation and coordination.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
In foreign news, Tanzania has signed a deal for one of East Africa's biggest land-based carbon credit projects. The project covers 6 national parks spanning 1.8 million hectares, equivalent to 4.4 million acres. Tanzania, which has forest resources of nearly 48 million hectares, has emerged as one of the leading African players in the global carbon credit trade. It comes as world leaders are in Dubai for the COP28 summit aimed at finding ways to tackle climate change. Carbon credits work like this. An organization that pollutes can buy a credit which is worth 1 ton of carbon dioxide. In sports news, Zamtel has unveiled Joseph Mwale as the golden ticket winner for the African Legends versus Chipolopolo Legends match slated for tomorrow, 2nd December 2023 at the Heroes Stadium. The golden ticket winner is a passionate football fan who emerged victorious in the competition the network provider hosted 3 months ago. Speaking at the handover ceremony, Zamtel Acting Chief Executive Director Jason Mwanza says that the initiative to grant this experience stems from the company's dedication to support local sports and its commitment to giving back to its valued customers.
We recognize the significance of sport and arts in uniting individuals, promoting healthy competition, and cultivating a sense of community. A unique opportunity which has been established by the exciting partnership between Zamtel and King of Africa. Thank you again, King of Africa. This partnership has proven to be mutually beneficial, enabling us to contribute meaningfully to sport development in Zambia.
And King of Africa Sports Head of Operations, Lisa Sedev, revealed that as the golden ticket winner, Mwale has earned the exclusive opportunity to be in the midst of the legends during the game, and Zamtel will provide accommodation at the same hotel where the legends will be staying, covering all expenses for the winner.
He will now stay at the same hotel as the legends. He will then attend an exclusive invite-only dinner tonight with the legends, seated with them at their table. Tomorrow, he will drive on the bus with the legends to Hero Stadium. Tomorrow, when the African legends are walking out onto that pitch, this gentleman, as part of the team, will be walking out with them. He has a seat that cannot be bought, so he will be watching the game from the technical bench.
Speaking at the same event, the 2012 Africa Cup winner and Chipolo Polo legend Kalusha Bwalia says that there is need for Zambia to win another Africa Cup of Nations.
All that said, we hope that the people come out in numbers, like Lisa said. Please come out in numbers, come and support the Chipolo legends, the 2012 team that won the Africa Cup of Nations for the first time. And I hope in the near future we can have another cup before some of us go. We hope that we can see another.
Up next is the weather report.
Class Econ Roofing Africa.
Class Econ Roofing, plot 17100 off Katanga Road, 150 meters from Mumba Road, Chinika Industrial Area, Lusaka. Class Econ Roofing. Class plus economy.
Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ.
The evening is partly cloudy, slightly windy, and mild with isolated rain and occasional thunder. Ends the weather forecast for the evening.
Class Econ Roofing Africa.
Class Econ Roofing, plot 17100 off Katanga Road, 150 meters from Mumbwa Road, Chinika Industrial Area, Lusaka. Class Econ Roofing. Class plus economy.
Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ.
That item brings us to the end of the news, but before we go, a recap of the top stories. RTSA scheduled to commence a speed camera enforcement on 11th December 2023. Former President Edgar Lungu concerned with the victimization of PF members. Tanzania signs a major carbon credit deal covering national parks. For more news, follow us on Facebook at 5FM Radio Zambia. On behalf of the entire news crew and the technical department, thank you for listening to the Happy World of 5FM. Stay safe and stay tuned to 5FM Radio. I'm Hebet Mutabi.